This is the first day of the CambrianSV Bootcamp in Lisbon. About 30 developers and entrepreneurs are getting together to try to work out how to integrate with each other's products and strengthen the Bitcoin SV ecosystem as a whole. The morning begins with introductions of people and their projects. Darren Kellenschwaler's Baymail brings financial incentives to email. You can encourage people to read your email by attaching a small payment to it, for instance. But to make Baymail take off, Darren needs to work with other people here.
Integrating with these other products here, I mean, the response I've been getting from the guys here has just been brilliant. It's just a room full of the best and brightest developers in the BSV sort of space. I've had a few really high quality conversations with people that I'd never met before. I didn't realize some of the devs that are behind the projects that I've heard about have come up with ideas that are just perfectly in line with my thinking. I'm like, yes, let's get together, let's actually make this happen this week and get something built. So it's been great.
Can you give me an example of how your Baymail product will be better as a result of all this?
I think Baymail will be better beyond this week because the on-chain transactions will actually be more universal rather than just being for viewing within Baymail. You'll be able to view them within essentially a bunch of other apps, and you'll be able to write Baymail transactions from a bunch of other apps. For example, on-chain receipts, you could write a Baymail as a receipt. So we're used to email receipts from online purchases. You know, after this week, I imagine we'll have on-chain receipts in the form of Baymails.
So at the moment today, the whole internet is basically communist. And
for Mark Wilcox, Bitcoin SV is going to be the means of revolutionizing the internet as a whole by giving power over their data to individual users.
We've created a way to kind of enable users to sort of negotiate with any information service provider in the same way that like a film studio would negotiate with Netflix over the cost of licensing that content and putting it on their platform. Now, because you can own your data on the blockchain, you can participate in a sort of negotiation with all the different blockchain data service providers to give you a license fee for your content.
Now, you were complaining that the internet is a big communist system. What did you mean by that, and how can that change?
Today, you know, companies in Silicon Valley, they'll get a bunch of venture capital, they'll build a whole product monopoly for themselves, then they'll force you to use their particular product. They won't share any data, they won't share any users, and they will kind of completely mask off the money that they're making from your particular piece of data.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because the big tech giants, to most people, are the absolute epitome of capitalism.
Well, they're within a capitalist system, right? But they're huge monopolist actors, and they're essentially taking value away from other people. But the systems that they're building and controlling for themselves are definitely not capitalist. Yeah.
You don't have to have quite such big ambitions in order to work with other Bitcoin SV businesses. Will Devine is integrating with a Bitcoin SV app called Run, and that's to help his gaming product, Game Cubed.
It's basically tic-tac-toe on a cube. It's a very simple interface. I invented it years ago, but I left it because I didn't think there was a way to monetize it. And now with Bitcoin SV, there seems to be a very clear, easy way to monetize it and secure it.
What are the prospects for this? How long is it going to take for you to bring this out there?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but I'm hoping that by the end of the week I can get something to share out with the community as a minimal viable product.
So I'm going to be able to play this game by Friday?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it very much. Over a beer on the last night, maybe.
Absolutely, or whiskey if I don't get it to work.
Okay, thanks. Join us tomorrow to see what Tuesday holds in store here in Lisbon.